All right, Louisiana Senator John Kennedy joins us now. And, sir, it's good to have you back on the show. The Washington Post says Kamala Harris is a centrist populist. That's their take on this on the new Harris agenda. What are your thoughts?
Well, I don't know who wrote that for the Washington Post, but whoever it is, they shouldn't be driving. If you pay attention to what Vice President Harris has said, this is basically what her campaign promise is. I'm going to solve all of the problems that President Biden and I created in the first place. And with respect, I don't believe her. Because I've served with her for 7.5 years. I know her record. For example, on immigration, the Vice President believes in open borders. I mean, she's already said that she wants to make illegal immigration no longer a crime. Now, how's that is going to help? This is the same Vice President that compared our Border Patrol officers and agents to members of the Ku Klux Klan. I can tell you what she's going to do to secure the border. Zero, zilch, nothing, nada, because I know her.
Bernie Sanders says she's just saying what she has to say to win. He actually admitted that in an interview over the weekend, that basically she hasn't abandoned any of her beliefs, and this is what she has to do to win an election. That's an amazing admission. I think he's exactly right.
Well, he is. Look at her plan to reduce prices. This is her plan to reduce the inflation and the high prices that she and President Biden created. She wants price control. She wants to raise the top income tax bracket. She wants to increase capital gains taxes. She wants to tax unrealized capital gains. She wants a wealth tax. She wants to raise corporate income taxes. She says, of course, that she'll only do it on the so-called wealthy. But we all know how that works. Now, how is that going to do anything but increase prices? Because then she's going to take all that extra money that she takes from the American people and spend it, which is going to stimulate demand, which is going to increase prices.
Right.
Unless you were playing Frisbee in the quad during Econ 101, you know that's basic economics.
Yeah, and most people should understand, too, that, I mean, it sounds so satisfying to go after the rich and the wealthy because they do have so much, and they've got all these yachts. And even though they have a lot of money, it seems like they're in a machine this big, in an economy this big, you don't really get anywhere unless you start taxing the middle of this country. I mean, that's where the real revenue is. You got to start hitting people that make a couple $100,000 a year as a household. That's when you get into big piles of money that they can go out and actually, you know, that's just the truth. You can take all the billionaire wealth, they'd burn it up in about a month in Washington. Politico reporting, I wanted to talk about the debate before I let you go, that Kamala seems to be really affected by this, the fact that she's not going to have these open mics during this debate. Apparently, they really wanted to have those mics open. They wanted Trump to get frustrated, and she also wanted the ability to interject as well. This is not good for her.
Well, I don't know what her plan is. I mean, I know what I would do if I were in her shoes. I would look the American people in the eye, and in front of God and country, just tell the American people what I believe and what I'm going to do. What am I going to do to get prices down? What am I going to do to secure the border? What am I going to do to reduce crime? What am I going to do to make America stronger again in terms of our enemies? But she's not going to do that. No. Because she has a record, and she is what she is. She's a San Francisco Democrat. As I've said, she's AOC without the bartending experience. She ought to be just level with the American people.
That's well said. Senator Kennedy, always good to have you on. Thank you.